I subspecialised in the area of prostate cancer about 30 years ago. And the reason I did that is because I felt that being an expert in one cancer was more important than being an expert in all cancers. And I felt that that's given my patients better options and better outcomes in terms of their treatment. I've been very involved in bringing new technologies such as transperineal biopsy, brachytherapy, focal therapy, robotic surgery and active surveillance to Australia, and more recently involved in bringing single port and TULSA to Australia. I've always been passionate about bringing things that might improve the outcomes of my prostate cancer patients. But I've also been very meticulous about ensuring that we do research, validated research on all this information. And we've been very privileged to have the St Vincent's Prostate Cancer Research Centre with all my collaborators being able to do almost 300 international publications to make sure that we've been honest about the delivery of this care and honest about the outcomes, particularly when comparing different treatment options. So in my hands now, I offer a patient who might come in with prostate cancer anything from active surveillance to robotic surgery to MR-Linac radiotherapy to brachytherapy or focal nanoknife therapy, and soon to include also TULSA therapy to maximize the treatment options that patients have. I'm in the privileged situation to have a fantastic team around me with a nurse who's been with me now for 35 years, who carries a phone 24/7 and allows patients access to support while they're going through their cancer treatment. I've got an amazing administrative staff who are kind and receptive to the patients. I've got a research team with a chief research officer and a group of fellows who collect data on patients in an evidence-based way, often with ethics approval if it's a proper prospective study. And I also have an enormous relationship with the medical oncology department, the radiation department, the physiotherapy department who help with pelvic floor exercises, the psychology department who help with support of people, and more recently the Men's Health Centre, which help people who can't afford all these other options at St Vincent's Public Hospital, being a philanthropic hospital. I also am very lucky to have an incredibly skilled pathology department and a relationship with Professor Del Prado, which has gone on for over 30 years, and also been able to work with incredibly skilled radiologists and nuclear medicine physicians, including people such as Ron Schneer, Louise Emmett and Sunny Ho, who've been able to accurately look at the imaging, which can become quite critical in the treatment of some patients. I've also been very lucky to have an incredibly good relationship with the Garvan Institute of Research, and that has led to one of the largest tissue banks and databases in the world. And that gives us the opportunity, and researchers the opportunity, to seamlessly go back and look at results to be able to find out and get insights into our prostate cancer patients. So, as you can see, it's not just one person doing the surgery or one person doing the focal therapy. It's a whole team of collaborators working together for you to ensure that you get the best possible outcomes and the best possible treatment.